Right. So Tanvi, this builds upon to the last question that we recently took up as well. That is, even though we are into our second year, so but we can imagine that the growth of the child, the critical years of the child, they are going on. So if the child was 1 year at the beginning of last year, today the child is going to be 2.5. So the critical years are still there where the child needs to bond, child needs to have eye to eye contact, needs to have that social give and effect, give and take connection with the parents as well as the social peers. Now, because we have the restrictions, that is why the onus definitely comes on the parents, and the parents shouldn't really think that the child needs two parents at a time. So they can, as what was shared with one of the panelists as well, that they should ideally divide the times amongst each other and should have some kind of structural block for the child. So structural block could be like first half is the time when it is a self-care management activities at the pace of the child. Let it be child directed and have lots of eye to eye contact. And it is very important, especially during this time when the child is surrounded by anxiety driven news. It is all the more important that when the child looks at the parent or at the caregiver, the adult caregiver, the caregiver has to look at the child, even if it means maybe touching the child, having an eye to eye contact, and just 1 or 2 minutes of some kind of soothsaying. Oh, wow, I see that you are making a tower. So small children, it is very difficult for a small child to be self-directed for a really long time. The young children need one adult at a time. So my suggestion would be that given the fact that we have the kind of restrictions that we have, let's divide the time in a manner that one parent is able to give. A lot of times, Tanvi, I notice that young children show preferences. They say, I want to spend time with mom. And if the mom is working, the father should, with full confidence, take up the child and spend time with the child. Let the child go through the frustration and learn that, yes, I can tolerate it, I can adapt, and I can connect with this adult as well. Have confidence in your child. Have trust that, yes, your child will be able to handle it. Your confidence as a parent is going to rub on to your child. So please spend some time with your child without worrying that is my child going to be, is my child not going to learn the verbal and non-verbal aspect of communication. However, if the child is sitting with the devices, it is definitely going to affect, and their development milestones definitely are going to get delayed. So avoid short shrifting where the child need to learn to eat, child need to learn to sleep at the 3 years old, 4 years old, and we are having devices at the time to short circuit around it. This is the time when they need one adult at a time. So please arrange your day in such a manner. That's my advice to the parents. And without worrying that will they be able to connect with their peers, they would be. That's a natural inherent need of human being. We are all social. They will learn it, provided you are giving them that connection at this point of time.